So this thing we call awakening or self-realization can be broken down simply into resonating with what is. When I was seeking before, I would hear that and overthink it and be like, what do they mean by that? It's so deep. I just can't get it. But actually, it's very simple. Right now, where you're sitting, or standing, or walking, or driving, how your body feels, what you see in the visual field, what you hear, your thoughts, your senses, where your awareness is moving effortlessly from thoughts to feelings. That's what is. That's simply what is. And all suffering is a thought that is believed that says, it shouldn't be this way. It should be another way. Some way that I'm imagining. That's how simple this is. And although we can't force ourselves to resonate with what is, and we can't force ourselves not to resist what is all the time, we can remember, oh, this is just a resonance with what is. This awakening process. And in that moment, you can become aware of your thoughts and feelings and surroundings, circumstances. And notice the resistance. Notice the subtle belief in the body sensation that says, no, it should be another way. It shouldn't be this way. As clarity deepens on this apparent path, we see more and more that what is, and it's not controllable. The thought that this is controllable and the belief is what causes suffering. The more a person can see that they're not in control, the more they can relax into what is. Thoughts arise and die in the same instant. They don't carry over unless it's habitual, unless it's a thing that keeps coming up. And nothing needs to be done about them. They appear. They disappear. You don't need to analyze the analyzing thought. Just see that it is. There can be a perpetual, habitual momentum to the conditioning that we've been exposed to as humans in our lives. And as much as we'd like to make that all go away, we can't. We can't force it to all go away. But you can't make it stop. You can only resonate with life when clarity dawns. Resonate with what is. They say insanity is doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result. But I say insanity is also arguing with reality, with what is. I think Byron Katie said, if you argue with reality, you lose every time. Many seekers have a conceptual belief of unity. We resonate with that. We're like, yeah, that sounds right. And we try to realize it and embody it and fully grok it in our bones. And it's that wholeness and oneness that is the action of life itself. It is living. There's no other entity that is the agent of actions and thoughts and feelings. You know, seemingly being thrown into this world of survival is traumatizing. So we comfort ourselves with concepts and fantasy to try to protect ourselves from the visceral fear and the shame that comes with being here. And that dissociating conditioning, that's an innocent survival mechanism, is habitual. It's deep in the nervous system. And it has to unfold naturally. One little baby step at a time, most of the time. Some people can have sudden awakenings, I know, but that's not usually the case. We can be very cruel to ourselves. Telling ourselves and believing that we should be some other way, we should be better than this. That's simply not true. What's true is this is perfect. And searching for that truth and seeing it creates a resonance with that truth, which sinks deeply down into the body eventually, over time. Just like you don't expect a kindergartner to be able to do calculus. You're not going to shame the kindergartner. It's in a process of growth, and it's beautiful and natural just as it is. It's utterly futile to attempt to control thoughts and behaviors and feelings. or anything for that matter. And that becomes more and more obvious over time. The intelligence of life is happening automatically in nature, in the blood pumping through your body, your breath. It's unfathomable, the intelligence of life. And we are no other than that. See the insanity of resisting what is. And if you can't see that, see the insanity of resisting that. If resisting appears, don't resist it. And if you can't not resist it, don't resist that. You know, this is all easier said than done. As much trust as we can cultivate, the better off we are as far as being more conscious to what is.